So, how do we light our videos like a proper cinematographer? Well, they tend to all have one thing in common. Soft and natural lighting. You know, it's smooth, just like this music. And it always seems to just effortlessly wrap around an actor's face and makes it look like they've just wandered out of a dream. No harsh shadows, simple, yet very much cinematic. So, how do we go about creating this look? Well, that's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, my friends. We do it simply by stealing a technique that's usually only seen on the big screen. But a technique still simple enough to, use in our own videos. A bit like this video right here, to be honest with you. Hello? You all right, mate? Leave it out. You're winding me up, aren't you? No, what? Oh, I can't believe I nearly missed it. I know, I'm such a wally. What am I like? Yeah, all right. Yeah, sound. Yeah, I'll call you back at half time. All right, bye. But before we get into this technique, it's important to understand what makes light soft. And to illustrate that, we're going to be playing a lovely game of Subbuteo. Now, trust me, what you are about to witness here, the levels of excitement are going to fully twist your melon. Trust me, you have never seen anything like this before. It's utter madness. Right. And here we go, Mince Rovers kicking off today as they face Wigginton Haddock. A lovely 1-2 there with Nigel Devonshire as Big Les takes it down the wing, he squares it, and no surprise to who's waiting in the box to receive it. It's Tommy Spoons who hits the back of the net. What shoddy defending by the right back Clement Smallbones. What was he thinking there? Practically tripped over himself. He obviously didn't eat his Weetabix this morning. It's 1-0 to the mighty Mince Rovers. Absolute scenes here at the Big Chris Stadium. Now, what I noticed on the pitch was the lighting was not particularly soft. So first things first, why is that? And secondly, could that be contributing to the poor defending that we just witnessed?
Absolutely, Michael. You see, the size of our light source is small in relation to our footballers. Look, I know these players are on the small side themselves, but trust me, this light is small and far away enough to illustrate perfectly what makes the light appear hard. Now, what makes the light soft is when we increase the size of our light source in relation to our subject.
Fascinating.
Let me show you. Tiny light source, harsh shadows. Let's bring in our diffusion frame. As we come in, you can see our shadows not only soften, but almost disappear. The most important thing to note here is that this diffusion frame is now become our light source, and its massiveness is what has made the light soft.
Wow, that is liquid smooth. So that was some great analysis from yourself there. Now, how do we take this off the pitch and out there in the real world, away from these tiny, strange plastic freaks? Because let me tell you this, Clement Smallbones has a face only a mother could love.
With this, Michael, a massive version of this.
And you don't mind me asking, but what the fuck is that?
Very insightful question, Michael. This is a booklight, and it is a very popular way into cinematography to make your light nice and soft. A bit like a gentle mist, dancing across the Yorkshire moors. To set up our booklight, we're going to need three things. We're going to need a light, obviously. Second, something to bounce the light off. And third, something to diffuse it. We're going to start by setting up our bounce board facing towards our subject. Pow.
Pow.
Second, we're going to fire our light into the bounce board. Pow. And third, we're going to diffuse that bounce by putting our diffusion in between the bounce and the subject. Pow. Again. Let's have a look at how the light plays on Michael's radiant face. Starting from right to left, we've got an even gradient of lovely soft light travelling across his chops, which is of course motivated by our window. The physical position of our booklight is what's really helped us wrap the light around, which is how we're seeing a touch of daylight on the left side of his nose. You can also see how soft our shadows are by looking under his glasses. The orange fill on the left side of his face is purely coming from our practical lamp that has a 2700 Kelvin bulb in it. The colour temperature of our window and booklight was set to 4300 Kelvin, which we matched on camera to keep that white balance in check. This also helped the lamp look warmer than everything else in the scene.
I'll tell you what, if Wigginton Haddock want to get back into this game, they're going to have to score another goal, because that would make it 1-1. You do the maths. I'll be honest with you, Thomas Wissock, that all sounds like a complete and utter waste of time. Why don't we just bang the light straight through the diffusion, and then we can all go home early, call it a day, and watch a thrilling game of Subbuteo on the old telly.
Okay, I'll show you. Basically, we remove the reflector and bang the light, our diff, and it creates this hotspot in the middle that you can see on false colour. It's like a heat map of light. This is affecting the quality of our attempt to make this diffusion our new light source. It's not an even spread across the board.
Oh, a bit like not spreading the butt all the way to the edge of your toast.
Exactly, but if we bring this back around again and bounce straight back into this board, we're increasing the size and the evenness of our light source that then hits the diffusion.
And if you want to complete the look, then you need to grab our very affordable LUT pack, which has 6 filmic looks. And this is just one of them. It's clean, natural, perhaps even timeless, maybe even a classic. So yeah, if you like what you see, then go get it, my friends. Just another LUT pack. That's actually what it's called, by the way. It's not me slagging it off or anything.
Let's break it down like James Brown. This is what the window on its own is doing. And here's our booklight in action, but we ran into a bit of trouble with our wide shot. Because obviously with the booklight being pretty close to Michael, it was actually in the frame. So we had to pull the current booklight back to keep it out of shot while keeping Michael lounging in his favourite chair. But this made the light source way too small and therefore hard and extremely shit. Which is why we've pulled our lights back for our wide shot and created a mega massive version.
Yeah, I get it now. So, you know, the bigger the source in relation to the subject, the softer the light, right?
Exactly, mate. If there is one thing you could take away from this video, it's probably the most important, crucial thing. It is soft light equals good light.
Fucking mannequins in a shop window, and there he goes. He slots it into.
Oh, do you know what? I can't Adam and Eve it. That is unbelievable. You all right, Norman? Yeah, it's a stitch up, mate. Honestly, I'm livid. Yeah, of course it is. There was no consistency on the pitch, but mainly because of the lighting. Yeah, the lighting was all over the shop. We need soft, cinematic lighting. I've said this 1,000 times. Soft, cinematic lighting for our team to be able to turn up and play well. Without that, it's just, yeah, honestly, it's, and my cross, Norman, it's going to ruin my whole year, I reckon. I will never get over this. No. I was supposed to be going out for a Sunday roast with my mum, and I'm going to tell her that, no, I'm not doing that because I'm just too cross to eat. Lost my appetite completely, Norman, yeah. Yeah, what about you? Yeah. You're cross as well? About the football? Oh, she left you? Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah. Because you were too boring. That's really mean. Those are the words she said? Yeah. Okay. Right. Norman, mate, I have got to go though. Yeah, I've got other stuff going on. Yeah. Do I think you're boring? No, that's not why I want to end the call. Not at all, mate. I'll talk to you for days if I could, but I can't because I've got there's this documentary on about badgers. So I really want to watch that. Do you mind? Yeah. All right, Norman. All right, mate. Yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, just go down the pub for ages. You just drink away your problems. Yeah, you'll be fine, mate. Yeah, maybe we should come back. Yeah, Norman, I don't have the answers, mate. The badger thing's coming on. The badger thing, yeah. All right. Fucking boring old git. Jesus Christ. Nightmare.
The slightly more grey Wigington badger will only do its shopping on a Tuesday.
Badgers, man. Fucking mental.
Scientists are baffled by its selective shopping habits that seem to